Moin moin und hallo ihr Lieben, herzlich willkommen zum zweiten Video von meinem Treffen mit Robert Trujillo, dem Bassisten von Metallica. Und ich habe immer noch ein breites Grinsen im Gesicht, denn für mich war das so prägend und so ein schönes Erlebnis, mit so einer Größe, mit so einem Weltstar zu zweit in meinem Sprinter zu sitzen, in so einer intimen Atmosphäre. Das war einfach sehr, sehr überwältigend und sehr, sehr toll für mich. Viele von euch haben das Video schon gesehen, andere haben jetzt gar keinen Plan, was abgeht. Ich hole euch jetzt ab. Wir haben auf dem RocketBeans Gaming Kanal schon ein Video veröffentlicht. Da haben Robert und ich gezockt, wir haben eine Wette am Laufen und wir haben natürlich auch über das neue Album 72 Seasons gesprochen. Jetzt ist es so, dass die Atmosphäre wirklich cool war und der Robert relativ lang und ausschweifend auf meine Fragen geantwortet hat, sodass es Sinn ergibt, ein weiteres Video rauszuhauen. Und das machen wir jetzt. Ich wollte nur ein paar Sätze darüber verlieren, denn die Fragen sind relativ locker aneinandergereiht und es ist sicherlich ein anderes Video als das, was man erwarten würde, wenn man jetzt liest: Metallica im Interview. So, das war mir wichtig. Ich hoffe, ihr habt Freude mit dem Video und ihr kommentiert nochmal so schön und gebt, wenn euch das Video gefällt, auch einen Daumen nach oben. Alle anderen, die jetzt mit Metallica vielleicht nicht so viel anfangen können oder auch popkulturell nicht so ganz interessiert sind, was die Musik anbelangt, vielleicht habt ihr zumindest Freude daran, wenn ihr meine verliebten Augen seht, wenn ich den Robert angucke. Es war nämlich absolut geil. Das Video geht jetzt los. Viel Spaß!
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you, buddy. Jump in my car.
Yeah, man. That's right. You got
It's a little bit cozy.
Yeah. It's great.
Ist hier Robert Trujillo, Bassist von Metallica, the one and only. It's such an honor that you're here. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having
Give me your
I
hand.
appreciate you.
How are you?
I'm doing well, man.
Yeah?
It's great to be here. I mean, of course, we've got a lot of rain.
Robert, it's an honor that you're here in my
Thank
van,
you.
in my
Yeah.
lovely cozy van. So first of all, congratulations for the release of your new album, 72 Seasons. It's out right now and you've got anniversary, 20 years band member of Metallica right
Yeah,
now.
20 years. It's gone by extremely fast. And, obviously we're still doing it.
Can you walk us through the process of songwriting? What did you do there? What was your part of it?
Well, the process varies. A lot of our riffs come from jams that might have happened in what we call the tuning room. So the tuning room is a room that we can go to before a show, and we can practice, or we can record ideas. Obviously we have drums and all the amps set up in there to make loud noises. If there's, say, a song we haven't played in a long time, I don't know if people are familiar with some of the deeper cuts of Metallica, but let's say a song like Orion or something, it's like, oh, well, we don't play that all the time, so I'm going to go and practice it.
Figure it out.
So you have a space where you can go and no one's going to bother you.
And there's a difference between the recording and the live situation, of course.
Yeah. But again, if there's an idea that you have, or let's say someone like James or Kirk, who sometimes when they're just like tuning their guitar, they come up with an amazing riff. We'll have it documented because there's recording gear in there.
Yeah, okay, cool.
So that's where a lot of ideas come from. This particular album, it kind of started during the pandemic when James sent us acoustic version called Black in 2020. It was basically a new version of an older song put to us acoustically. And James said, we didn't know what it was. James just said, hey, check this out, you guys. I'm sending you an idea. Hopefully you like it. And
nice.
love for you to play on it.
Yeah.
And so we go, okay, not knowing what it was. And then we saw, oh, it's blackened. But this reinterpretation.
So you work on it like a
we worked on it from our home studios because we weren't together, and that really kind of kicked off the idea that we can make music from our homes and start the process, so to speak. And then eventually we were, focused on brand new music, and Lars, of course, taking command of the archive of ideas. And which is it's a very long process from Metallica. To actually write a song, usually it's a long process.
Yeah, sure.
So it's involved, but that's, I guess, what works.
Thank you very much.
Great,
yeah, really, it's really interesting, to be honest.
What's also important about this record is this is, in my opinion, very collaborative album. It's every Metallica is kind of its own kind of bubble in a way, like creative bubble, and this album really had a lot of ingredients from all of us, and I always say with this, it felt like each note was that much more passion driven because of what we went through. And not being together, and then all of a sudden now we're in a room together, like in person, and so a lot of the intros,
everything.
well, the intros that you hear, on some of the songs, maybe with the bass and the drums, that can only happen like in person. That's something that that's the magic of the room at the moment, and we have that on this album. And to me, that's
really great.
Important.
Nice talking to you, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Well, I'm glad, man.
Jetzt wird gezockt. Das Video findet ihr eben auf dem RocketBeans Gaming Channel. Und nach dem Spielen habe ich den Herrn Trujillo gebeten, eine Frage aus der Fragendose zu nehmen. Und genau das passiert jetzt.
I'm just trying to break your leg. Hey, right here, buddy.
Oh, all right. I mean, did you ever play a wrestling game in a shady band in Berlin?
No, this is my first time, and I love it.
Yes.
Let's take the question from the can.
From the can. Choose one.
If you could only listen to one Metallica album for the rest of your life, which one would it be and why? Well, I'm gonna take 72 Seasons out of the equation right now because that's not fair. That would be the album I would choose right now. But I would have to say. That's a tough one right there. I'm gonna go for Master of Puppets.
Yeah,
and and I feel Master of Puppets has a lot of everything. It's got instrumentals. It's got great segues, great riffs. It's got one of my favorite songs ever by Metallica, and that song is "Disposable Heroes." So anytime I can hear that particular song, "Count Me In." "Battery" is an amazing song. So it's just got everything that I love about Metallica.
Yeah, that was one.
We want another one?
Yeah, another one.
Here we go. You're known for your signature playing style and use of techniques like slap bass. How do you develop your playing style, and what advice do you have for bassists looking to develop their own unique sound? Start by number one, figuring out songs of bands that you like and bass players you like. So for me, when I was 16 years old, I was playing in backyard parties. We were playing a lot of Black Sabbath.
Nice,
we were playing a lot. There's the band Rush, which was very popular when I was a teenager. So I was playing a lot of Rush. But at the same time, bands like Motorhead, which were more on the on sort of the precursor to punk rock and stuff like that, was very exciting. The music of Suicidal Tendencies was exciting. And then as a bass player, I love funk music. I love funk music from the 70s. So, learn and listen to everything. And if you're a bass player, you'll find that instrument historically has a place for you, and you should learn those songs. And
listen to this man.
And play with drummers all the time and real musicians.
What was your first album you bought?
First album I ever bought was an album by the band Santana called Abraxas.
Oh, nice.
Yes, yeah.
And
the album cover, I used to look at the people on it, and there was a lot of naked women, and I thought, whoa!
Oh, nice! The last word is for you.
Check this album out because it's very cool if you haven't. That would be great. That's my first thought. And then the other thing is we'll see you in Hamburg coming up soon enough. Enjoy your company, enjoy his company, and hopefully we can have a rematch with this game sooner than later. All right? Cool. All right.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bester Typ. Okay.